Hello and welcome to the Social Agent Today video blog. Today we're going to be talking about how to optimize your Facebook business page. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the page name itself. You're going to want to be sure your page name is not something generic. Many agents have a pretty bad habit of naming their page directly after their brokerage. So what tends to happen is several agents from that same brokerage end up with an identical Facebook page name. So that's obviously not ideal for being found on Facebook, and it also creates some confusion for the consumer as to whose page they're actually on. So typically you want to include your own name in the title of the page. So that should look something like John Doe - Orlando Remax or John Doe - Orlando Real Estate Agent. Since your Facebook page will show up in search engine results, the title plays a pretty big part in how the page is found. It's also worth noting that on Facebook pages that have more than 200 page likes, Facebook actually only allows you to change the name of that page once. So it's pretty important to have the page name nailed down before you start building your following on Facebook. So next, you'll want to ensure you have an appropriate cover photo and profile picture. Don't make the mistake of using similar images for both of these. Since these images are stacked on top of one another, it gets pretty redundant if you use the same sort of imagery for both. So the dimensions of a Facebook cover photo are 851 pixels wide by 315 pixels tall. So just be sure you're using an image that has at least those dimensions, or what Facebook is going to do is stretch the image out to fit those dimensions, and it's just going to make the image grainy and it's not going to look pretty. So some ideas for your cover photo. That might include using a professional photo of one of your favorite listings or some landmark scenery of the area that you serve. If you have basic graphic design skills, you can add your brokerage branding, slogan, or contact information to the cover photo. So your profile photo should typically be a professional photo of yourself, or if the page is for an entire office, you can use the office branding for the profile photo. Profile photo dimensions are 180 pixels by 180 pixels. So that's a perfect square. So typically you're going to want to use a square image for the profile photo. So if you're using an image that has rectangular dimensions, just be sure that after you upload it, it's not cropping things important out of the picture. So be sure your head's not getting cut off or part of the logo is not getting cut off. So now that we've got the cover photo and the profile photo out of the way, let's talk about your page tabs. So your page tabs are displayed beneath the cover photo and page title. Tabs are important because they help make your page interactive to visitors. So every Facebook page starts with two basic tabs, the Photos tab and the Likes tab. So I would recommend installing Facebook apps, such as the Real Estate Agent Directory, which can help enhance your page with other interactive tabs. So many apps offer features such as home search and listings that can help give your page sort of the same functionality that your website itself might have. You can also add tabs that direct people to your website itself if that's what you want to do. If you have more than 4 tabs on your page, all of the access tabs are going to go down to a second row, which is not immediately visible on your page. So to get to that second row of tabs, you'll need to click a little drop-down box that's off to the right of your tabs. You should arrange your tabs so that the ones you want visitors to see first are on that top row, because most people don't know to click that little drop-down box. So whichever tabs that you really want people interacting with, just be sure that those are the first ones on the page. So to swap the positions of the tabs, it's actually pretty easy to do. All you need to do is hover your mouse over the tab that you want to switch its position with. You'll see a little pencil icon appear over the tab. You click on that icon, and then you're going to select the name of the tab that you want to swap it out with. So that leaves us with what is perhaps the most important aspect of your business page, and that's the content you post to your timeline. In our next video blog, we'll be covering that in depth. We'll be talking about some best practices for that, as well as discussing how it helps build your following on Facebook. So for more information on optimizing your Facebook page, just be sure to check out the notes in this blog post and then check back next week as we go in depth with content. So thank you for tuning in to the Social Agent Today video blog, and we'll see you next time.